So you've registered for Kootenay Faith Fest, and you've heard that it's using this Whova platform, and you're not quite sure what to do. This is the place for you. I'm going to walk you through the different ways that you can access Kootenay Faith Fest. My name's Allan Buckingham, and I'll be working with you to walk through the Whova platform and show you how to get all your access to Kootenay Faith Fest 2020. So the first place to start, I think the easiest place to start maybe is a better way to say it, is if you visit the Leadership website. You probably would have gotten an email with this information, but we're going to start off there because it's got an important link that we're going to need in order to access Whova to get into Kootenay Faith Fest. So here you'll see what the heck is Whova and how do I get it. So here we're going to click on this Whova for desktop link, and I'm going to walk you through how to use Whova for a computer, so desktop or a laptop. It does say desktop, but any computer will work, and there'll be a separate video if you want to use a mobile device or a tablet. Any device will work, and you can switch back and forth depending on what else you're doing and where you want to be when you're participating with Faith Fest. But like I said, this video is going through how to use it for a computer. So we're going to click this link here, the whova.com/portal/webapp/faith2020 10. I don't know why the 10's there. And if you haven't signed up for Whova yet after your registration, you're going to need to do that. So you click the link, and then here at the bottom it says sign up here. If you click that link, it'll have you enter your email, a password, and confirm your password, and then you click sign up. If you've already signed up for Whova and you're just looking to get in, say you did your mobile device first as an example, you'd enter the email that you registered with and you signed up for Whova with here, and then your password. And if you did on your mobile device link to a social media account, which is totally good, but you're not going to have a password then. So then you just click forget your password. They'll send you a link to reset it, set a new password, and then enter it here. So I've already signed up, and I've saved it into my browser, so I can just click in here and it'll populate it, and I click the sign in, and then here I am into the Faith Fest page. So once we're in Whova, we're trying to think of it, want you to think of it like our meeting hall or event hall, the space where the whole event is going to take place. And this page that you come in at first is kind of the foyer or the entryway into Faith Fest. And I'm going to see on the side here that I have one message, and we can take a look at that later. So this page here might look different as we go throughout the event, and even by the time you look at it the first time. Right now it's got some background info on the event. We got some videos that we're going to be putting in here to show you a little bit about Fernie, some information about our theme speaker, that kind of stuff you'll find here in the foyer. Another important place that you're going to want to look is down this left side here. This is the menu and lets you go to the different rooms and the different places within this event hall where the Faith Fest is taking place. So first off, if we click here on the agenda, you can see along the top here it says full agenda and my event agenda. So if you wanted, you can click add to my agenda, and it just puts some stuff in there, and it'll also give you an option to add it to your Google Calendar if you wanted to do that. And then it says Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I click little arrows, I get some more, and it just lets me walk through the different days for Faith Fest. Wednesday's just where we're putting some of the pre-recorded stuff that you can look at in advance of the event starting Thursday evening. And I will point out that the times, since Faith Fest is taking place virtually, but taking place in Fernie, which is in Mountain Time, so the agenda is written in Mountain Time to honor that fact. But you should, if I'm in Mountain Time, so I don't see this, but you should get a notification here that says your time zone is different than the event time zone, and you want to change. And I recommend that you do, because then it'll just put all the times in your local time zone, and it should be a little less confusing. When you want to go into a session, you can either click the name of the session or click View Session. We can see that this one is a pre-recorded session. When I click in here to View Session, it says that the link will be available on the day of the event just a little bit beforehand. And that's just so we all end up doing stuff together. And you'll see here it's a pre-record, so it'll be a video, and you just hit play, and then you can watch the video here. If you want to see some more information on the session, either beforehand or during, you scroll down. You got the speaker. You can view the bio for Dave here and a little bit about the session. There's place on the side for a Q&A and a chat with other folks who are in the session at the same time. You can just go through that. And if you want to show the agenda and still stay in here in the session, you can do so. Or if you want to go back to the full agenda, just click on agenda over here and it takes you back to the agenda. And so there'll be some other pre-recorded videos here, and say on Thursday, the opening session, and then there's a hymn sing. If you want to do that, you'd click into the view session. And then we haven't entered the info here yet, but there'll be a box at the top just like there was on that video. And if it's a meeting to enter, then you'd click the join meeting and you'd get right in. And if it is a meeting and you are in there, then when you're in the session, and if you, for whatever reason, want to do something else, say you want to go to the attendees and look at who else is attending, maybe send them a message, which we'll do in a second here, it'll pop onto the side. The video will keep playing off to the side, or the session will pop off to the side as well. And then you can just click join session again if you need to. Sometimes it asks that, it doesn't just keep playing over there, and just click in and join again and it'll keep playing on the side and you can do other things. So I'm going to take a look at the attendees here, and all the attendees should be listed here, and you can view a profile if you want, if they've put much down, or if you wanted you could send them a message and then you can send them a private message there. And that's just a great way to keep in touch with the different people. At an in-person event, you might run into somebody at a meal or on your way into a session or in the actual foyer and chat a little bit. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, whatever. We don't get to do that the same at a virtual event, but this is one way we can keep that interaction a little bit. We can send our friends or new friends messages, or even just look through and see who's here, look at a profile and be like, oh, they went to St. Andrew's United Church and the Center for Peace in Golden, and oh, I've visited that church once, I should just send them a little message. And then we can start a conversation that way as well. If you want to be a little more broad and less individual, you go over to this community bit over here, and here we have kind of like a message board where you can see different things that are going on. There's not a lot of new messages here, but you know, organizer announcements, we've got some of those in here. If you have questions for the organizers, there's a little bit, and you can share your moments, post your photos in here. But if there's any topic that you'd want to talk about or start a conversation with somebody, how's your church dealing with the physical distancing requirements? Have you decided to open or not? What are you doing for youth or children at church these days or in your community of faith? You can just click add a topic and write a little description, maybe ask a question, and post it there and try to start some conversation with other folks. That's a great feature of Whova, that we can have these conversations together, kind of more like we're meeting together in one space rather than this disparate group who are connecting from all over, but we are all over, and so you'll get to chat with some folks who might not have been able to come in person either. And you can also, if you don't want to do the tech stuff or as well as the tech stuff, here in this meetups option, you can suggest a meet and you can go to a virtual meet, and it's kind of like you create your own little virtual meeting. So if you go into post here, you can enter a title and a description, and then gives you virtual meeting options. And so if you have a Zoom account that you want to connect to, you can do that, or you can just use Whova's virtual meet room, and you can have up to 30 people in a room, I believe. You can pick a time, a date, length, I suppose, a duration, a date and a time zone, and then just click down here on submit, and you can arrange for a meetup with people and y'all chat about a similar topic. And so right now this is being recorded before the 21st of September, but you can see that there's already one even before the meeting starts. People wondering, if you're wondering what Leadership is about, you could meet with the people from Leadership and learn a little bit about Leadership or Kootenay Faith Fest, or who knows what they'll all get into in that meetup. But feel free to join. There's 3 people already indicated they're looking to attend. And I will go back into here. I hit my agenda twice. Sometimes it takes you back into that session you were in before. So you just want to click agenda again to get it up. On the Thursday, we are having a drop-in orientation. So if you've managed to get into Whova after watching this video, perfect. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop in. That's what it's for. If you're comfortable, don't worry about it. And we are also going to, on the Friday and the Saturday, after this afternoon session, I just haven't got it entered yet, we're going to have some meetup time. So we're going to schedule a block of time for folks. So if you have a conversation you'd like to have, maybe it's about how do we do fundraising right now for the church. Maybe you want to talk with other book groups from a community, or Bible studies, or whatever, UCW type folks. If you want to get together for a conversation, we're going to have a time specific for it, where you can, if you just, for that little extra encouragement, so you can suggest a meetup in there, in here, in this community section, meetups, suggest a meet, and you can schedule it for in that time, and then other people will hopefully be thinking about having a meetup then. You can do it whenever you want. We're encouraging folks to do a meetup whenever, but we will have that specific time available for you as well. The next item on the left here is exhibitors, and so then we can see some of the different pastoral charges in the Kootenays, and you can, as you can see, these folks, I think this is the folks from Boundary Pastoral Charge, St. John's, they've got a little video, which is super cool, and you can see a little bit of information about their church and whatever as well. And so some of the churches here of communities of faith have already entered some stuff, and places like Leadership are also putting in a little bit of information. So this is our virtual exhibition hall, so you can go through and learn some different things about different ministries within the Kootenays and the Pacific Mountain region specifically. You've also got, this is a place, if you have a message, this is where it'll show up. I had one from the Whova team, so exciting. But all your different messages will go in here from different events you may have been to as well. Some of the sessions have question and answer blocks, so you could look at some of those if you had questions. If you want to do a little bit more investigation into speakers specifically, you can do that in here. And then if any documents get uploaded, sometimes it shows documents or polls that may be done. But really the key is this agenda bit over here, as well as the community thing. I think that's where you'll find the most value and where you'll be spending the most time. So like I said, on Thursday, you click in here, go down to the opening session, hit your view session, and you may need to join the meeting off the top, and then away we go. And sometimes we'll be using breakouts within Zoom. And unfortunately, the way Zoom integrates into Whova, the computer version isn't perfect yet. And so it makes you click an extra button and will pop up with Zoom as a separate program like you may be used to. But for sessions where we're not doing any of that breakouts, it'll be just right in, just like this original video one where you see it off the top. And so it'll just have the Zoom window here, and so you can stay in here, have the chat on the side or the session Q&A, and the meeting will take place in here, and you don't need to do anything else. But like I said, if we are doing breakouts, you'll just need to click a little extra button to do the breakouts, and it'll just pop up and away we go. But if you do want to do the chat, you still come back into here, and you can just change your window size with the little button if you need. And we're always around to answer questions and help you through as well. So I'm just going to go back to the welcome foyer page just as I finish up here and let you know that this is, once you're in, once you've signed in to Whova on the web, you shouldn't need to do it over the course of the event, but you do want to come back to this page. So you can see the page at the top. Often in your browser there's a little star button, so you can click the star and make it a favorite. You can either organize it or just click it, and you should be able to find it again. And if you wanted to remove it afterwards, you just remove it. So it's a nice, easy thing to just add to your bookmarks toolbar. Is often a great way to do it. But this will be the page that you want to come for every day or for each event. Kootenay Faith Fest that you want to participate in will all happen right here. It also does happen in the mobile, so on a tablet or a smartphone. It's pretty easy to use as well, and you can change back and forth depending on where you're going to be or how you want to interact with a specific session, and you can do everything that you want to do in one or the other. So don't feel pressured to do one or the other. No matter what Whova says and some of the generic emails they just send out to everybody, you can do everything you want from the computer version or the mobile version, and you can switch back and forth, as I said. So really looking forward to seeing you at Kootenay Faith Fest. Thanks for checking out the video. If you have any trouble getting into the computer version, please do let us know. We look forward to seeing you at the event.